going to call this meeting to order, and it's a regular Commissioners Court meeting this morning on April 24th at 9 a.m. All members are present, and the next item on the agenda will be declared in pledge of allegiance.
Let's pray. Father, we thank you for the beautiful rain. We thank you for all the things you give us. We thank you for this Commissioners Court. Continue to focus on doing the task for the county. We thank you for each individual that's here this morning as well. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is public comments, and I believe we have one public comment, Ms. Barbara Schultz at 3057 Verdi Road. Ms. Schultz, you have 5 minutes, please. Good morning.
I'm here to address one of the agenda items, number 6. I am here to speak to this court about the illegal tire dump at 3315 Verdi Road. County Commissioner Gillespie, the previous fire marshal, and the Atascosa County Sheriff's Department have been aware of this illegal dump since 2019. No observable action was ever taken to resolve this environmental hazard. Even after this dump of 50,000 tires caught on fire in 2021, no observable action was taken. Even after this council was made aware of this continuing illegal toxic dump, no observable action was taken. I feel that my husband's and my requests for enforcement of Texas laws to remove this illegal tire dump have been ignored. Every one of you on this current Atascosa County Commissioner Board knows about this massive and toxic tire dump. You have verified that you are looking into possible solutions to remedy this situation. I truly hope that you are moving forward with all possible speed to rectify this mess that was caused by your inaction. We are not going away. We will be here at every meeting to keep reminding you that we do expect resolution.
Thank you, Ms. Schultz. Is there any other public comments this morning? Any other public comments? Okay, the next item on the agenda is number 4, Jessica Tom with the Child Welfare Board. Discuss or take appropriate action concerning an update from the Atascosa County Child Welfare Board and the impact of community-based care. Good morning, Ms. Tom.
Good morning. So I serve as the president of your Child Welfare Board, and I say yours because for those of you who are new, we are a state-mandated board underneath Commissioners Court. We do have 9 members currently serving, and you do have representation on our board from each one of your precincts, and that is part of the state mandate. It's also in our bylaws to come on a quarterly basis and update you of what we do on behalf of the commissioners. So I wanted to take this opportunity today. I know we have a photo planned later, and just thought we would let you know what we've been up to. In April of 2021, we actually had a big change in our program in the fact that Belong was awarded as the lead provider for community-based care. So community-based care was the big shift from the Texas Department of Family and Child Protective Services to shift the care of its children to a private contractor, and that being Belong. Right now, Belong is in charge of 27 counties that surround Bexar County, and that's the Region 8B that we sit in. And then in October of last year, they actually took over Stage 2, which is now they are the caseworkers and they are the case management of every one of the foster children in our county. So now, in addition to assisting the Department of Family and Protective Services, we also assist Belong. They are our kinship families. They provide directly for those children who have been removed from their home, but we also do continue to work with the department in helping with their investigations and their families that stay under the family-based services. So as of the end of February, which are the most updated stats that I have, Belong has 96 of Atascosa's children in their care. 41% of those are under 5 years of age. They have about 30% that are 6 to 12 years of age, 24% that are 13 to 17 years, and then only about 5% that are 18 and over that have chosen to stay in care. Most of those kids are part of a sibling group, and that is the problem that we continue to have, and the reason it's hard for us to place kids here in Atascosa County is because of the number of siblings that come as a package deal. So what are we doing to help support these families? We are always looking and promoting the need for more foster homes in our county because we currently only have 3. We have 3 licensed foster homes in this entire county. So if these children get removed and they don't go to another family member, they get placed outside of this county. And statistics have shown that kids that can stay in the county and stay in the community that they were raised in makes them more successful throughout this whole process. It gives them some sense of familiarity and some sense of security, knowing that they do have, they're in their same school. They're still with their friends, even if they're not in their home. So what we do is we provide, with your assistance, tangible and financial needs for these families. This year, we actually were added into your budget, which we appreciate as a line item. Last year, we took in just over $21,000. That's in money given to us by the county, but also in grant money that we received. And then we spent just under $18,000 of that. So we did a really good job of spending the money that we were given. We get grants from San Miguel and the HB Family Foundation, in addition to small donations from our community. And this year, we have not taken in any grant money, and we have spent just over $7,000. We also have applied and continue to receive funding from the Emergency Food and Shelter Program that's part of the county that we get through that board, and so that helps us to provide rental assistance, utility assistance, and food for some of our families that apply. Some of our big programs that we continue to do, we do our Christmas Angels every year that is 100% donation driven, and we've been able to provide gifts for hundreds of children through that program. We provide school supplies every year in August, and a brand new pair of shoes for every child that's in the that's been removed. So that's those 96 children. The number varies depending on the time of year. And then throughout the year, some of the other things that we've spent that $7,000 on, again, like I said, rental assistance, mortgage assistance, beds, clothes, pest control services, anything that we can do to help families be able to keep their kids and not have their kids removed, or if the kids are removed, that we can help that family intake that large number of kids and that expense, that's what we do. So I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Real quick, I have a question. In the event there's someone who's interested in this program, you have a website, how can they contact this organization? You mind saying it on the speaker?
Sure. So for the Child Welfare Board, we are on the county's website if they want to support our board. If they are interested in becoming a licensed foster home, then they can visit the Belong website, which is sjrctexas.org, because Belong is a division of the St. Jude Ranch for Children, and that's the SJRC. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tom. We appreciate everything y'all do. Okay. Next item on the agenda is Andrea Rathmel on Safer Path. Discuss or take appropriate action concerning reading and approving a proclamation declaring April 2023 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month in Atascosa County. Sorry. You want to make your presentation, then I'll be glad to read your proclamation.
Sure, yes, thank you. So I know that April is 2 really big important awareness months, Child Abuse Awareness Month and Sexual Assault Awareness Month. We provide with Safer Path Family Violence Shelter, and we provide sexual assault services to victims of sexual assault for adults. We do have a 24-hour hotline that is answered all of the time. So we are a free resource in the community, and as you'll read in the proclamation, sexual assault 100% is preventable. And so that's what we're here to do, and it starts with education and raising awareness. So thank you so much for having us today.
Absolutely. And I'm going to read this for the record, and we'll enter it into the record, and then after this, we're going to take a picture on the front steps, the way I understand it. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
the end of Commissioner's Court, like at 10:15.
Right. We're going to try to do it before executive session, because that may be a while on that. Okay?
Yeah.
Good
Great.
deal.
Thank you.
So the Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Whereas Sexual Assault Awareness Month calls attention to the fact that sexual harassment, assault, and abuse are widespread and impact every person in this community. And whereas statistics show 1 in 5 women and 1 in 67 men will be raped at some point in their lives, child sexual abuse prevention must be a priority to confront the reality that 1 in 6 boys and 1 in 4 girls will experience sexual assault before the age of 18. On campus, 1 in 5 women and 1 in 16 men are sexually assaulted during their college time in college. Whereas we must work together to educate our community about sexual assault prevention, supporting survivors, and speaking out against harmful attitudes and actions. And whereas with leadership and dedication, we can be successful in preventing a sexual assault in Atascosa County by increasing education, awareness, and community involvement. And whereas Atascosa County strongly supports the efforts of national, state, and local partners and every citizen to actively engage in public and private efforts to prevent sexual assault. It's time for all of us to take appropriate action and support one another to create a safer environment for all. Now, therefore, Atascosa County joins and advocates its communities across the nation in playing an active role to end sexual assault, along with the United States government and the state of Texas. I do hereby proclaim April 2023 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month in Atascosa County. Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Thank you. And you want to do that right now? Okay, and then you want to do this now, or you want to do it when we do the? We do it right now. Sure, that'd be fine. Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do one more. 1, 2, 3. And then Dan.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate everything y'all do. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Next item, number 6, is Mr. Randy Schultz. Discuss or take appropriate action on the cleanup plan for 3315 Verdi Road. Good morning, Mr. Schultz. How are you?
I'm well, how are y'all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, my name is Randy Schultz. My address is 3057 Verdi Road, Pleasanton. I'm here in regards to the illegal and unlawful tire dump at 3315 Verdi Road. Never forget, this tire dump was allowed to happen. I request that the county commissioner, fire marshal, Atascosa County Sheriff Department enforce Texas Administrative Law, sections 328.59, storage of used tires. This site remains out of compliance with Texas law. There was also an open pit that old automotive fluids were dumped into. If Texas law would have been enforced, the problem would have stopped there. Texas law was not enforced by the county commissioner, by the county fire marshal, and Atascosa County Sheriff Department, thus leading to a catastrophe of a dangerous mountain of over 50,000 used tires that caught fire in 21. Currently, there's an illegal storage of approximately 5,000 used tires, and this site remains out of compliance with Texas law and still poses a target for arson. Since 2019, every county commissioner, fire marshal, and sheriff staff are in direct violation of their oath to uphold and enforce Texas law. There are other Texas administrative laws and health and safety codes being ignored. This is outright lawlessness. Come on, guys. With the recent rains and trapped water in the illegally dumped and stored tires, the mosquito population is exploding. And I don't mean just exploding. This is volcanic size now. The diseases carried by mosquitoes should be left for third world muckholes, not in my neighborhood. This public health hazard is beyond comprehension. I have no confidence in county officials taking the right and legal actions that they are required to initiate a cleanup of this travesty. It's as if county officials don't know the difference between right and wrong. Local government and government in general need to be very careful with their resources and also be more creative in ways of problem solving. The laws, rules, and codes that have been adopted by the state of Texas were not followed. No law enforcement official has the authority to decide what laws will and will not be upheld. I feel my tax dollars have been spent unwisely, and I am due a refund due to a multi-year problem that is still not being cleaned up. County officials allowed this mess from the start. County officials are responsible for cleanup. Mr. Gillespie shoulders a large part of responsibility for permitting such an illegal and unlawful tire dump and associated automotive fluids. An event such as this must never be allowed to happen again. All of this mess could have been avoided. This is more than an embarrassing blunder. The mess is overt negligence caused by total lack of morals and integrity. The endangering of my life and my family as well as our property are not negotiable aspects, and transparency and accountability should be mandated in this case. Mr. Gillespie, you cannot be trusted as evidenced by allowing a burning mountain of tires in a residentially zoned area. You do not belong in any position of authority. You have violated your oath to enforce Texas state law and must be removed from office immediately. The political institutions that are supposed to be protecting our county and state did nothing, and they're responsible for the quagmire we are currently in. I have no trust in county officials due to the lack of any accountability and consequences for failure to do the duty that the position as the position that they have been seated in. There is no doubt in my mind that if this illegal tire dump had been located near any county commissioner's property, a way would have been found to shut it down immediately. No doubt in my mind. The double standards and hypocrisy are astounding. Since y'all would not want this mess in your neighborhood, why do you think I would want it in mine? This is just mind-boggling. I contend that county officials were negligent, incompetent, and lawless in disregarding enforcement of Texas law that Atascosa County officials have known about for more than 4 years. Ignoring state law continues. There is still no end in sight as to the removal of this third world toxic dump that I pay taxes to support. My water well will continue to supply degraded water as long as the illegal tire dump is allowed to remain by county administration. In summation, I demand that this commission take action to clean this illegal and environmental hazard immediately. 4 years is too long to wait for law enforcement. Now, with all of this said, what is the status for the beginning of the removal of this illegal and unlawful mess, and what will be done to ensure that another illegal tire dump won't be started again?
Mr. Schultz, as we said, we're working best we can as fast as we can. We've got the government, the state of Texas working with us the best we can. That's all I can tell you is we'll move as fast as we can on everything. We really will.
Judge, that doesn't tell me what steps are being taken.
I don't think we have a direct timeline that we can give you. I know we're working on several issues.
All right, I'm saying it again,
I understand.
This was
And
allowed, this is unlawful, and again, why is something not being performed to clean up immediately?
It's a little more complicated than that. It's private.
No, sir, I don't think so. How
Okay.
much more difficult is it?
It's private property, and we have to work through the process.
I have laid out the laws that, on the books for the state of Texas to shut that down immediately and start cleanup.
And this may be my fault, somehow I'm not communicating, I guess, but as we talked about last meeting, we met with TCEQ. They are in the process of their enforcement actions, which they have been for 4 years, and if I'm not communicating that well, then that's my fault. We continue to look for, as we discussed last time, TCEQ estimated it would be about $2 billion to clean up that property. I understand, but you just mentioned your taxes.
This is a wealthy county, sir. Cash in one of the CAFR accounts and immediately
Okay,
start
okay.
cleaning up tomorrow.
Okay, well, and that may, and I'll be very brief.
Okay.
But that is part of the problem. We are looking into that. I have looked into grants for that. We will continue to do that. As far as the enforcement action goes, again, maybe this is my fault for not communicating this. The sheriff's office has already prosecuted, and the DA's office has prosecuted one person that was doing that dumping.
TCEQ has had an ongoing investigation for 4 years and has prosecuted several people for that. My understanding is, and I understand your concern about the water, my understanding is your well has been tested and it's okay. We need to.
At 175 feet is where the water was tested.
Okay.
Oil
Okay,
foots to the
go.
top of water.
Mr. Schultz,
Sir.
we're not gonna get into
Okay,
arguing
well,
that at this point. I understand,
then-
we're not gonna get into that.
Then
this morning.
he can't see what he's saying, and then me leave it as is, Judge.
We're not gonna get into that. If you
All
wanna
right.
have a meeting with us individually, we can set that up down the road or whatever, but we're not gonna get into an argument.
Okay,
this
I'll make an appointment in your office.
That'd be fine.
For
We're
an
good.
available time for
And
you.
I've never turned you down. I will
Not
get
yet.
with- Yes, sir.
Well,
I
get it
understand.
together, Weldon. Judge, this is just,
Look, we're
This
gonna
is
work,
insufferable.
we're gonna work through it the best we can, Mr. Schultz. I promise you that. I really do. Okay?
well,
I've been
that's
here
what the
110
last
days.
judge
Just
said,
give me-
and there was nothing done about it from Judge Hurley.
I understand.
And
And I can't speak for the past. All
I
can
know,
do is-
this is dumped in your lap. I understand that fully.
But we're
If
gonna
this
do
would have
all
been
we
taken-
can, within reason.
If this would have been taken care of back then, you wouldn't have to be dealing with it.
I
Yeah,
understand.
that one right there has a lot to do with it. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Schultz. Next item on the agenda is Judge Brindell, discuss or take appropriate action on the approval of Atascosa County Court at Law Supplement Personnel Manual. What this is he's included some language in his stuff that's gonna exceed the county's policy. We need a motion.
I think Trent's gonna present it.
There's nothing much to present.
All
Judge
right.
Brendel just asked me to, which one are we on?
It's,
Yeah,
item-
Judge Brendel, just for y'all's information, has different rules that he has to abide by because of the court reporters. And so his supplemental just addresses mainly that, his court reporter. He wants her to continue to be on the time clock system, but he has other issues that he has to deal with as far as there are state mandated laws regarding when she can be on the clock and when she can't be on the clock. That's what those rules are addressing. He and I have visited about that, and he's asking for your approval.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Second. Seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous. Next item is discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel of a new employee, Gina May, Atascosa County Court at Law Court Reporter. Pay rate $101,214.70 annually. That's $48.66 per hour. Salary budget area 012-474-403. Drug test is pending. Start date is pending. His court reporter previously left, and he's replacing. It's the same salary as before.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous. Number 8, Ms. Becky James, discuss or take appropriate action concerning a county resolution to request the renewal of $1.35 million annual grant from the Texas Indigent Defense Commission for funding of the Atascosa Area Advocates Public Defender's Office. The grant funds 2/3 of the budgeted costs associated with the department, with Atascosa, Wilson, Karnes, and Frio counties sharing the remainder 1/3 cost. The grant renewal application is due to TIDC by May 8, 2023, in order to secure funding for fiscal year 2024, which runs October 1, 2023 through September 30th, 2024. Ms. James?
Yes, I think you've summarized our request very well there. We're just seeking renewal of our grant from the Texas Indigent Defense Commission, which funds us from October 1 to October 1. Our current grant will expire October 1st, 2023, so we're seeking renewal till October 1st, 2024. The grant application request is due by May 8th, so we're requesting a county resolution to that effect to seek renewal of our grant on the same terms as the current grant. I do have a copy of the requested resolution. Would you like me to hand that up?
We have it in our package, but do you have the original?
I have an
Okay.
original.
What this is this is the grant for the indigent defense, and I've talked to the other area judges involved in it, and they're agreeing to move forward. We're still skeptical a little bit, but we're still willing to move forward as far as we can and see if we can secure funding.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You want me to sign it now, or you want to do it?
Yes, if you can sign it now, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
If you have the original?
Okay, it's just a
Because
printout.
ours has holes in it. Okay, thank you, ma'am. 24th day. Thank you, ma'am. And you'll get with the clerk after the meeting? Okay. Next item, Ms. Becky James, discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel, new employee, DeJean Red, attorney, assistant public defender, $82,000 per year, salary budget area 012-488-403, drug test is pending, and I think the start date is May 1st. Is that
May
correct?
1st is correct, yes.
Okay,
The last one's the same.
I'm sorry?
The last one's the same.
Yeah, and you want to do the two of them together?
Why not?
Okay. Zain Sayad? Sayadi? Saad? Okay. Assistant attorney, assistant public defender from the felony side, $82,000 per year. Same budget area, and May 1st is start date on those two are identical, correct?
Yes, they are. The only difference is that Zain Sadi is an existing employee, and we're moving her from being a misdemeanor attorney to being a felony attorney, so she has a pay raise as a result.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is. It is. I know, I just put a note there because she's changing from misdemeanor to felony, but yes, he is felony. He is felony. Yes. Yes.
We have a motion?
Make that motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. And the next employee is Kirby Whalen, attorney assistant public defender, $70,000 per year. Budget area 012-488-403. Drug test is pending. Start date will be May 8th. Is that correct?
That's correct. And he is a misdemeanor, he'll be doing a misdemeanor, serving as a
Okay.
misdemeanor attorney.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Ms. James. Next item is Sheriff Sauer, discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. Priscilla N. Padron, Corrections Officer, at the pay rate of $44,217 annually, 171 fluctuating hours, $120 uniform allowance, $150 holiday pay, 90-day continued county probation, and 1-year agency probation. Salary budget area is 012-442-562. Drug test and physical are pending, and the start date is May 5th. Is that correct?
No, it's April 24th.
Okay, so you picked, okay. April 24th.
Good morning. I'd like to hire Priscilla Padron as a correction officer, effective April 24th, at the salary and benefits stated in the agenda.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item is Henry Dominguez, number 11, discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel. New employee Melinda Rodriguez, part-time receptionist, $12 per hour. Salary budget area 012-478-406. Drug test and physical are pending. And what start date is it?
May the 1st, sir.
May 1st?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen. This is a position that we authorized this year. We finally found somebody that we're ready to fill that position with, and she is a true part-timer and be paid hourly. Any questions?
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Next item, number 12, Henry Dominguez, discuss or take appropriate action concerning entering into a contract with Workforce Solutions to provide temporary training employment for applications from Workforce Solutions and authorize the county judge to sign.
Gentlemen, this is a standard contract that Workforce Solutions puts out in order to have their applicants get on-the-job training. The county would not be obligated to pay any money on it. The Workforce Solutions pays all their salaries. All we do is sign off on their timesheet that they've actually performed the job for us. It is a 3-month duration per employee. There are positions that they could apply for or they can work at, which is vet tech, maintenance, secretarial, and so it would certainly help us supplement our workforce.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Number 13, Commissioner Riley, discuss or take appropriate action concerning McCoy Water requesting a road board permit for 1163 County Road 431 in Pleasanton for Wes and Anna Shahan. Commissioner?
Yes, I've been to this area. It's appropriate place to put it. This is for an RV park that they have there. So everything is good to go.
Okay, you make a motion?
Make a move.
Motion made by Commissioner Riley,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Number 14, Commissioner Pettis, discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel. Employee Robert Sanchez, road crew, precinct 3, pay rate to be $43,705.31. Salary budget area 023-400-402. This is a current employee, so physical and drug test not applicable. Start date May 1st?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. He has completed his probation period, and we'd like to bump him up to the $43,705.31.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. And the next item is new employee Juan Juarez, part-time, $12 an hour. Salary budget area 023-400-403. Physical and drug test to be completed, and that'll start also on May 1st?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now, he has been working for us and continues to work for us. We just moved him from a temporary to a part-time
Okay,
and completed his physical and drug test now.
okay. Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Item number 15, Commissioner Gillespie, discuss or take appropriate action concerning a 2-week publication in the local newspaper for lowering the speed limit in Lakefield Estates subdivision from 35 miles per hour to 20 miles per hour along the installation of 14 speed humps, located in approximately midsection of the roads Northfield, Parkfield, Bluefield, Crestfield, Stonefield, Ridgefield, East Ridgefield. Speed humps are to be located in the midsection of roads listed above.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's been addressed by several residents that live in this area that speeding is a big issue. And with the Sheriff's Department having their hands full with everything else, we have found in our precinct at least, the speed humps are included. It really helps with the speeding, and it saves his guys from having to go out there and just sit there and watch for the guys. And if they see the law car, they're gonna slow down, so then you never catch them. This way, the speed limit to be slowed down to 20. I know that's pretty slow, but the roads are narrow and there's a lot of kids in that area. So I've asked our Assistant County Attorney, Mr. Rao, to run this in the newspaper for 2 weeks. And we'll be bringing it back to court at that point, and we'll have a hearing on it, and we'll see what we can do on it.
Okay, you make
That's
that
my
motion.
motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Number 16, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss or take appropriate action concerning the approval of Poteet Family Dollar Tree subdivision on State Highway 16, Precinct 1. Good morning.
Good morning. This is the plat for the Family Dollar Tree that is already in place at Stacy Road and 16. They got a little ahead of the curve there, but this plat will include a new road that the county will be maintaining after the 2-year period. We have the construction bond in hand, and everything has passed through my office and looks wonderful.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussions? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Number 17, Brittany Van Kuren, conduct a public hearing concerning replat of lots number 2 and 3 in the Somerset Oaks subdivision, Unit 1 in Precinct 2. We are now going to open the public hearing. Anybody have any comments in the public hearing on this item? Anybody have any comments? No comments, public hearing is closed. Next item is discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval of the replat of lots 2 and 3 in Somerset Oaks subdivision, Unit 1. You may
Yes,
proceed.
sir. This is one that they are taking an existing lot, or actually, I'm sorry, it's 2 existing lots, and they're turning it into 6 lots. The sizes all meet our subdivision requirements, and I recommend approval.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Next item, number 18, Brittany Van Kuren, conduct a public hearing concerning the replat of lot number 18 in the Clear Lake Ranches subdivision unit 3. We're now open to public hearing on this item. Is there any comment? Is there any comment on this item? Okay, we declare the public hearing closed. The next item is discuss or take appropriate action concerning approval of the replat of lot number 18 in Clear Lake subdivision unit 3. Ms. Van Kuren.
Yes, sir. This is a 10-acre lot that they are splitting down into 2 5-acre lots. Both have ample road frontage and absolutely recommend approval.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Next item, number 19, Brittany Van Kuren, discuss or take appropriate action concerning the approval of the Dairy Road Estates subdivision on Dairy Road Precinct 1. Ms. Van Kuren.
Yes, sir. This is 10 new lots going in towards the front of Dairy Road, and I recommend approval.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So we'll have 5 actual subdivision plats to sign after Commissioner's Court, so.
Okay,
So
why
y'all
don't we
are
do
ready.
that? Why don't we sign these after we take the picture
Okay,
and then before we go into executive session?
whatever y'all prefer,
That'd be all right with y'all? Okay, because we may be a little while in executive session.
whatever y'all prefer. Thank you.
Okay, number 20, Loretta Holly, discuss or take appropriate action concerning personnel, new employee Kimberly Hines, position Deputy Tax Assessor Collector, Clerk, pay rate $36,826.90, salary budget area 012-444-402, drug test is pending, start date will be May 1st. She asked me to present this, she was not able to make it this morning. Is there any discussion?
Move for approval on it.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Riley. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Number 21, Devin Wilburn, discuss or take appropriate action concerning status of applications and applicants for EMS Director. Good morning, Mr. Wilburn.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. We had 9 total applicants that put in for the director position. Out of the 9, 6 of them moved to the first phase of the interview process. From that, we had 4 that moved on to the second interview process, and then we've selected 1 to be presented to you, gentlemen, during executive session.
Okay, no action on this item right now?
Correct.
All right. Item B, selection of applicants to be presented to Commissioners Court.
Kind of jumped ahead there. Again, that would be the applicant that, or applicants that we choose to bring to you guys as a committee board that interview these applicants. It was myself, Commissioner Bowen, Ms. Pavelik, and then we had 2 gentlemen, one from STRAC and one from Karnes County EMS that all sat on the board. We came to a unanimous decision on the board, and so that's what we will present to you gentlemen in Commissioners Court.
Okay, you'll be around for executive session?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Wilburn. Next item is number 22, Teresa Carrasco, request Commissioners Court approval of the microfilm processing agreement with Cofile Industries Incorporated, film processing services for January 1, 2023 through December 31st, 2025 for $13,650 to be paid out of computer expenses. Billing will be for the actual number of images processed. Finished rolls will be invoiced as delivered to Cofile Storage. The agreement has been reviewed by Assistant County Attorney and authorized the county judge to sign the agreement. Ms. Carrasco?
This is for the microfilming of our records, and it is a 3-year contract in order to lock in the price that they gave us. We were previously with another company, and they honored the price that we had with them, but obviously the price has gone up. They wanted to go into their price now, so they've locked it in for 3 years.
Okay, we have a motion?
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pettis. Any further discussion?
I have a question real quick.
Yes, sir.
Has the other one expired? Is it fixing to expire?
Yes, it expired.
It already has?
Yes.
Okay. So there's no monies to be paid to that because we're breaking a contract or something? Okay.
And we did budget for this, it's just that the contract hadn't been signed.
Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Number 23, Teresa Carrasco, request Commissioners Court approval of the Archival Microfilm Vault Storage Agreement with Cofile Technologies Incorporated. The price per film storage for 2023 is $6,063.75 to be paid out of computer expenses. Please note that the price will go up every year due to the increase in the amount of film being stored. The agreement has been reviewed by Assistant County Attorney and authorized County Judge to sign the agreement. Ms. Carrasco?
Yes, after the microfilm is processed, then, they store these, films in their storage for us. They keep them for us. So this is, another expense.
Move for approval on it.
Motion made by Commissioner Pettis,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Ms. Carrasco. Number 24, Tracy Barrera, discuss or take appropriate action concerning the following 2023 budget line item adjustments and our budget amendments for the following. Do I need to read all these, or are we just gonna show see attached? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have four attachments. Yes, ma'am? I didn't have, I looked at them.
I have no questions, Your Honor. I've read over them. They look good to me, so I'll move a motion.
Okay.
Second that.
Okay, motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Riley on these adjustments.
Yes.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. And then, okay, we're going to enter this letter into the minute. Notice hereby given for, I have this letter of, that we need to put it to the minutes for the, material. It's part of the
Sure,
adjustments.
if that's appropriate time.
It's already signed, yeah.
That's
We need to enter, we need to enter this into the minutes for the, material that was given to, Commissioner Poore? Yeah, we need to put this in the minutes, correct? Okay. Notice is hereby given prior to the adjournment of the regular meeting Commissioners Court on Monday, April 24th. We'll consider the following supplemental agenda items. Discuss or take appropriate action accepting 1,491 yards of wrap material from East Bear County TxDOT to be used in Atascosa County Precinct 4. Mr. Rowell is signed and approved this, correct? That's correct. Okay. Any further, we need a motion to enter this into the minutes. Oh, we don't?
It's just a letter of acknowledgement.
It's an acknowledgement gift, but I wouldn't mind a motion in a second.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Okay, the next item is we're going to discuss and take appropriate action concerning the purchase of a new truck for the fire marshal / emergency management coordinator using APR funds of $60,000 if purchased under state contract, under a non-state contract purchase not to exceed $50,000. We're actively looking for a vehicle for the fire marshal to replace that one, and we need authorization to approve if we find something to come forward with.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion?
Your Honor, can I have a request
Sure.
for the record that it's ran through your office for approval of the vehicle before it's just chosen by the department?
Sure. You add that to your motion?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion.
I didn't understand. What was your question?
Before a vehicle was decided on and purchased, that it would be brought to the judge for a final approval of that vehicle before it was just one bought, and then
We're
the
looking
department's
for-
getting what we
Okay.
may not
We're looking
say he
for a
needs.
unit to buy.
It's his approval or the judge?
My approval.
Your approval.
Yeah, he works directly under me in
Okay.
emergency management.
All right.
Is that good? You
Yeah,
approve?
yeah.
Okay. Let's take another vote. All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Okay, we're going to, at this time, recess and reconvene in a little while for executive session, but before that, we're going to take the picture as requested, and then after that, we'll come back and sign the plats, and then we'll go into executive session. It is 9:44 a.m. discuss or take appropriate action discussed on items that were discussed in executive session.
Your Honor, if you will, I'll make a motion on subject 1 for a referral that TCEQ is to take over the topic that we had in discussion during executive session involving some septic issues in the county.
And issue a letter of referral?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Is there any further discussion on that item? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. And the next item in executive session, somebody want to make the motion that we proceed ahead with the other item that was discussed?
I move for approval.
Okay, that's what we-
Sorry? Oh, that's right. Aaron, sorry.
I'll move that, I'll make a motion, we move forward on the discussion of the last part of executive session to be followed through as we discussed.
Okay, motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. I'm sorry, with one abstention is Commissioner Pettis. The next item is to take appropriate action to hire a new EMS director for the position. Is there any discussion or action on that one?
Move for approval.
Okay, based on a salary of $72,806.58 with a shift allowance of $9,000. And, what's her name? Courtney Greer. It'll be our new EMS director, okay?
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Bowen.
And start date.
Start date would be May 1st. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Congratulations, I want to... Thank you. Mr. Elizondo, make sure you take good pictures and write good things about her, okay? All right. The next item we have, we're going to go back to item number 7 on Judge Brindell. We need to add to the motion the start date of May the 15th of 2023 to that motion.
Who made that motion? I amend my motion to add the date May 1st?
May 15th.
May 15th, I'm sorry.
Okay, motion on the addition to add May 15th on item number 7 is made by Gillespie.
Did the second.
Yeah.
Commissioner Pettis, second the motion. All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 30, myself and Tracy Barrera discuss take appropriate action to accept and approve all invoices and payroll. Do we have them already there? Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have
Make a
payroll
motion to
invoices.
accept all bills, payrolls, and invoicing.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Riley. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passed unanimously. Number 31, myself and Tracy Barrera discuss and review and take action on all reports submitted. All reports were submitted in a timely manner and they were sent out. That's correct.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion passes unanimously. And the last item is comments from Commissioners Court. No action can be taken. Anybody have anything to add?
Precinct 1 is currently in the middle of the township of Lemming. We are making some slow progress because of the weather. Other than that, we're in there, we're knocking it out. So if you're in the area, swing by and check it out. If not, just pass the word along. Use caution.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay. I guess our next meeting is set for May the 8th, 2023, and the remaining days of that week, I'll be in Lubbock for probate college, so I've got to finish up my hours there. All right, if we have no further discussions, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Sure.